Right, I'm going to make this video again, just because I just finished making the last one, and I kind of ran into the 10-minute mark, so I'm not going to wait kind of until I'm 40 for it to upload, so I'll get to making it a bit shorter. I've finally finished this thing. I've got the throttle hooked up, the brakes are hooked up, so the disc brake doesn't fall off every time I try and put the brakes on. I've put new foot pegs on it, which make it look like Frankenstein now. That is the old foot peg thing, which is crap. I'm going to cut that off. Put a heat shield on to stop the back of my trousers from being melted. A fuel overflow, because this one used to leak like shit and I'm not taking any chances. The fuel overflow on this thing used to leak before. It used to come out down here somewhere, but it still managed to catch fire. Don't know how. I don't know if it was leaking up this top end or something, or this, or there was something wrong with this engine backfiring out the carb or something. I don't know, but it was catching fire, so I just put that there to try and carry all the fuel away from the back if it does leak. And if push comes to shove and it does still do it, that thing there, I'll just block it up so it doesn't leak. It's not leaking at the moment, but I'm not going to take any chances whenever I'm not using it. I'm going to shut the fuel off, otherwise I'm going to lose all my fuel. This thing goes fine now. I've connected up the kill system. I just put this little bit of wire in here to extend it, and where the wire connected, I've just slipped a little piece of rubber hose over it. Same stuff as this. Same there. And I'll give it a little bit of a start for you. It's in choke. It's not in choke this time, like in the last video I just did, trying to start in choke while it was hot. Interesting. Just like that. I put plenty of two-stroke in, it doesn't seem to smoke, but it does still smell. And there's nothing on this bloody two-stroke oil which says it doesn't smoke. It says low ash, so it doesn't say anything about smoke. It's got a picture of lawnmowers on there. I don't know why they have a picture of that on there. There's not many two-stroke mowers around anymore. I only know of one two-stroke mower in this area that I've done a little bit of work on. That's about it. No lawnmower or anything like that. It was some pile of crap. It's about the same size as a bloody strimmer engine. A little bit bigger, but not that much bigger. Don't know any details on it. If I ever do any work on it, I'll tell you, because it's actually quite an interesting little motor the way it works. Same as any other two-stroke engine, I just like this one in particular. Oh well. If I ever get around to it, I'll make a video for you. That is what I used for the video I made with the camera, this thing here, the one I'm using now, because I only have one camera and I want to get another one. This one's not very good. That's what I used to make my other video. Just this little nut, bolt welded on here, which goes into the threaded plastic thing on the bottom of the camera. If the brakes in here don't work anymore, I'm just going to hook up these old style ones, but I might nab the ones off my other bike down here. I was going to put an engine on this other one. It's got to walk over my go-kart right now. Ugh. Yeah, this thing's a rust bucket. Still works. You can't use the brakes or change gear, but it works. Nothing that a can of WD-40 can't fix. Or my redneck way of doing it, which tends to work, but I need to perfect it. It's not quite perfect yet. This thing here, I'm not going to cut it off, even if it is a bit dangerous, because if I ever have to do any checks, and I can just give that a good kind of wobble around to make sure that nothing's loose. The engine on here at the moment, I've just been out for a ride and it's still perfectly solid, because every other time I've gone out on this thing, I've come back and there's been a broken weld or the engine's fallen off. That's happened twice now. It's brilliant. Although it has fallen off one other time, that was when I dropped it. But it's all on fine now. Got my lawnmower fuel tank on there. It's going good. As it says, hand built in England. No wonder this bike's so shit. Well, no, it's not. That probably doesn't mean hand welded. That probably just means they put the wheels on it in England. That's probably about it. Everything else is probably done by hand. Done by machine. Oh no, and the brakes maybe. But I'm going to weld another one of these on, so I can drive along and you're not just looking at the floor. That wasn't intended in the first place, but I put it on there and just couldn't be bothered to weld on another one. So, sorry about that, I'll make another video I'm up to my 100th video now. I've got one more video to put on because in my 100th video I said I was going to put that lawnmower carb on the chainsaw engine. I've done that. It's behind me right now, but I can't be bothered to do anything of it. Look, there it is. Now it's not there. Okay. So that's about it from this thing. My go-kart moved because it's closer to my workshop here. I'm going to move the tools down from up there, and it's extension lead because I was charging the battery on there with my laptop charger. This thing I might actually be able to do a quick cold start for you. I'll have to use this drill bit because I can't find my keys at the moment. I want to replace it, but it's a big job and I can't get that flywheel off, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Fuck. Good enough for me, even if this does rattle a bit. And I said I didn't want to actually put that engine in that position anymore. It's only like that at the moment because all the bolt holes line up, and I kind of fucked up because I didn't realise that putting it on there like that would mean when I put the exhaust on, I forgot that it was in this position. I might actually have to leave it like this now. Because actually, having it like that, there's a little bit more room for the transmission. And it just means that this cable's going to be harder to hook up. And there's no room for the battery. And these wires are now too short. Hence the reason this isn't bolted down. It's meant to be bolted down there. But I'm sure I can find somewhere to put the battery, even if it's on my lap. Only kidding. Oh well, shut this thing down. That's that. And I'll see you guys.